Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Coach Matt, EliteThrowsCoaching.com, and today we are going through part 2 of proper power position for the glide shot. Now, as always, we want you to check out EliteThrowsCoaching.com. That's where we have all of our downloadable HD videos. That's where we have all of our products, like our ebooks. That's where we offer things like camps and clinics that might be coming to your area. So make sure to always check out EliteThrowsCoaching.com for the most up-to-date stuff. All right, so in the last video, we talked about how to get your feet positioned correctly so you can deliver the most amount of power. We talked about releasing the ball in the video before that. And we talked about shifting our weight, getting our chin and our belly button and our knee and ankle all lined up so that our weight is back. So now we have to try to put everything in the power position together again. So we've got the release, which we talked about a couple videos ago. We now have our weight shifted and we're in a proper power position, and that's what we talked about in the last video. Now we have to put the middle together, which is coming out of that proper power position and then working with that release. So what I'm going to do is show you from the side. I'm going to have my feet stacked up like we talked about before. Now I'm going to stack them up this way. So when I release, my throw is going to go out this direction. And that's the way the rest of these videos will be. So we're going to rotate back, proper heel-toe position. We're going to shift our weight like we did in the last video so we can pick up this blocking foot. All of my weight is now on the power leg, the power foot. We're going to shift back into that proper power position, and we're just going to bounce. Now we know this is where the power position begins, and the release begins by opening up. So the slap, pull, push that we did before. Feet forward, upper body is back, and we're going to slap, pull, push, and flick the shot. So we need to get from here to here. I'm going to show you that today. The way that it starts is working from the ground up. We essentially have to get our hips facing forward with our upper body looking backward, creating separation. So by creating separation, moving the lower body and keeping the upper body steady, we are going to put both parts of the puzzle, kind of add that middle piece so that it all connects. Here's how it's done. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to move our foot and our knee and start moving our entire right side down the circle. Okay? We're going to do that to get our hips around down the middle of the circle, down the middle of that sector, so we're not popping right sector fouls if we're right-handed. Okay? The way we do that is we focus on keeping our weight back over the power leg, turning the power knee and the power foot and trying to get them down the middle of the sector. Now, depending on your flexibility, this is either going to look pretty good, this is going to look pretty bad. So we need to work on that core flexibility by working on these drills over and over and over again. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to focus on what we call kicking the bottle, squishing the bug. There's a lot of different ways to do it. But I like to teach this way. I feel the athletes understand it a little bit better if you do it this way. Now, obviously, when you get in the circle and throw, you're not going to go step by step by step. Everything's going to be fluid. Everything is going to be smooth. And the step-by-step nature that you teach it is going to disappear when everything gets molded together. So for the proper way of teaching, we're going to work on keeping the upper body back as far as we can, turning the feet and turning the knee down the middle of the sector. From here, we work from the ground up. So we've turned the foot and the knee so that they're pointing down the sector. Upper body is still back, and I can still pick up that blocking foot. Everything is back. From here, we start to extend the knee and drive our body up in the air. Up in the air rather than forward onto our left side, onto our left foot. So we're going to turn and drive up in the air. From here, look what happens. By driving up, by extending our legs, our hips rotate. So we're going to work on both legs right here. Have bent. Looking back. We're up on the toes. My foot is pointed toward 9 o'clock because I'm right-handed. We're going to turn the foot and the knee down the middle. We're going to forcefully extend our legs. That's going to swivel the hips and leave us in that release drill, ready to slap, pull, push. Let's try it out. We're back. Both legs are bent. Slight bend in this power leg, and I can still pick it up. Okay, so we're in a good position. Eyes are back. Left arm, blocking arm, is closed. Now we're going to turn the feet and turn the knee down the middle, and we're going to extend the leg and snap the hips around. From here, slap, pull, push. So it's a little bit different way of explaining it than the videos that I did 3-4 years ago. But I think this is a much smoother way of explaining it that takes some of those steps and kind of smushes them all together so it's a little bit faster and a little bit easier for your athletes to understand. So that's how we want to work it. Day 1 of practice, so the first hour of practice, we work release drills. From the release drills, like the last video, part 1, we get their feet and we get their weight set up correctly. Then, the video today, we kind of glue it all together. We work on turning the feet and knee down the middle, extending up with your legs, which rotates the hips, and then slap, pull, push. So it's that simple. It's a 3-step process that can be done the first and second day of practice. And that's what we want. Do it the first 2 days of practice so you're not trying to correct it for the last 90 days of practice or however long your season is. All right, guys, Coach Matt, EliteThrowsCoaching.com. Make sure to check it out. Lots of other good free stuff on the homepage and on the blog. So check it out, EliteThrowsCoaching.com, and I'll talk to you soon.